to this week's episode of Whimsy with a Z. I'm your host, Ben. We are September. We've 2 months of this. We got to get to know all the Whimsy kids, what they did for the summer, first days of school. But we haven't really had a chance to talk to them as individuals. So this month we want to go ahead and just focus a little bit on each of the individual kids. Today we got Dean. How you doing, Dean?
I'm good.
So yes, we want to get to know you a little bit more as a person. So we're gonna hang out for a little bit and just get to know who you are, your likes, your dislikes, so we can kind of just better understand who you are as a person. How have you been this last month?
Busy.
Okay.
Very busy.
School's going good?
School's going fine, I guess. School, nothing too much.
Mm-hmm. So, getting to know you at home, do we have any siblings?
Yes, I have a sister. One sister. Just one sister, yes.
Older or younger?
Younger.
It's funny because I don't know. I don't think people have put it together yet, but I think it's funny. Do you like having a sister?
Yes, I do.
What do you like about having a sister?
I trust her the most, which is, I don't know. I talk to her about a lot of different things. And I don't know, she's like there for everything, honestly. Like, if I want to do something with her, she'll do it. Or, I don't know. I just like, she's like a best friend.
Oh, very cool. How old is she?
She's 11.
What happens when she's and you're 14, 15?
I'm 14.
So 3 years. So what happens when she's like 16 and you're 19 and she's just like doing her own thing? You think you guys will still maintain that closeness, that best friend dynamic you guys have?
Yeah, probably not the same like now because of like in the age gap, but my mom always says that we'll be close when we're adults, so I believe her with that.
Is your mom close with her siblings?
Kind of.
Okay, fair enough. Do you guys what do you guys like to do together? Like, what do you guys get into any kind of shenanigans?
Like fighting?
Or just like messing around, just like goofing off? Like, do you guys have like inside jokes?
We do all of the above.
Oh, nice. Do you have any pets?
An overwhelming amount of cats, yes.
How many is an overwhelming amount?
So currently we have 6 cats, but we recently are like fostering cats. So in total in the house currently we have 8.
Okay. Are they like more rescues, or are they just like they keep reproducing and you just keep them?
No, none of them can have babies.
Okay.
We started the first cat that we found. We were going on a trip, and we stopped by like this gas station in the middle of nowhere. We found a little a kitten by an air pump, so we just decided to get her. And after that, my mom just started to become like obsessed, I guess, with cats, and they just kept coming. Like, we found them at the shelter, so that's really how it happened.
Do you like cats?
They're annoying sometimes, but I love them. Yeah.
Would you prefer dogs or a different pet?
I had fish one time,
Okay.
but our house got broken into and somebody like smashed the water tank. So like when I came home, I got a little traumatized because the fish were on my carpet.
Right. That's
And they
pretty
were
messed
dead.
up. Like break into someone's house, but don't break the fish.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Fish kind of scare me sometimes. I don't know why. They're just like they don't blink, and that's like their eyes are always open.
Right. Okay. uh, would you want? So when you grow up and move out, you think you'll have your own pets?
I'll definitely have a couple of cats if I do get a dog, because I did have a dog before.
Okay.
If I do get a dog, it's probably gonna be like a medium-sized one. I don't really know
Okay.
now.
Do we have names for all these cats?
Yes, we do.
And you, what are their names?
So the oldest one, the first one that we got, her name is Aria, but we call her Ari May. I don't know why. And the second one, her name is Jubilee, which is kind of like inspired by X-Men, Jubilee Girl. The third one is Yoshi, and then the fourth one is Aslan. It's from a movie, I think. I just don't remember, kind of. And then our last one is Prentice from a show that we watched called Criminal Minds. So we named her Prentice, but we also call her Perico because she likes to go on our shoulders a lot. So it's like I think that's like parrot in Spanish, but that's it.
Okay.
Oh, and another one named London.
Who names the cats?
It's a mixture. I named one of them, but mostly my mom and my dad because I mean they got them. So
Some of the questions get a little clunky, but it starts to even out a little bit here. What are some of your favorite foods? What's your favorite cuisine?
I can eat a lot of things. So it's kind of hard for me to have a favorite.
You're stuck on an island, and all you can eat is one kind of food or restaurant. Which one are we picking?
Again, it's kind of hard to pick a specific dish.
You're an island man. You're stuck.
Can't think of it on the top of my head, but I really like Mexican food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything in particular?
I mean, I had gorditas yesterday. I like those.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Does your mom cook Mexican?
Yes, she does.
You prefer mom's Mexican or like a restaurant Mexican?
Most of the Mexican restaurants here I don't really like, so my mom's.
All right, fair enough. Does dad cook anything?
Yeah, he's mainly like a griller, like a barbecue type of person, but he does cook now and then, like just basic stuff, I guess.
All right. You a fan of the grilled?
Yeah.
Hot dogs, hamburgers, steak?
Steak.
There we go. Favorite cut of steak?
I just eat it. I don't know.
You're like, I don't care. Just anything in the steak, just throw it on there.
Yeah.
Favorite desserts?
Favorite dessert? I like salty more than sweet, but I really like cookies.
Okay, what kind of cookie?
Cookies? I don't know. I like snickerdoodle cookies, and I don't know. I don't really have specifics, so I guess just snickerdoodle.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with the snickerdoodle, man. Those are some quality cookie right there. Soft drinks, beverage. What kind of beverages are we liking?
Probably can't pronounce this correctly, but the Mexican soda brand Jaritos.
Okay, what is that?
I have it right here, but it's like a Mexican soda brand thing. I don't know.
Is it orange? Orange flavor?
Yeah, they have multiple flavors. This is like a Mandarin flavored, but they have like a Mexican cola flavor, like guava, stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Are you a reader?
I used to. My mom said that when I was younger, I used to fall asleep with books, and I used to like read a lot when I was younger. But now I don't really read that much unless I have to.
Why do you think you got away from reading?
I have no idea. I mean, since I'm older now, I mean, people would expect me to read like more like chapter books and stuff like that, but I think that's kind of boring.
Okay.
So, like those big words, I'm not gonna try to pronounce them, you know. So, I don't know. I just don't read so much.
If you were going to pick up a book, what kind of book would you read?
Like a genre?
Or yeah, either a genre. I think would probably be the easiest one, but yeah.
Most of the books I read are like horror books, like Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which is like a chapter book too, I think. So,
Like a book of short stories.
yeah, probably.
Do you ever read creepypastas?
Do I read what?
Do you ever read creepypastas?
Creepy pasta?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, write this down. If you
Okay.
like horror, he's looking for a pen. I love it.
Okay, creepy pasta.
Creepypastas came out. They were real big on the internet in the early 2000s. Like creepypasta.com is just a list, hundreds of like independent horror stories. So if you like anything in the horror genre, creepypastas, man, that's the way to go. There's some interesting stories in there. Really dark. In like a variety of different horror, whether it be like most of them are. Liam and I fell down the rabbit hole last October into creepypastas, but I'll go very short. There's a guy who had a he was a night owl and he wanted to work at nights, and then he was like struggling to stay awake at night, so he found a medication. He took this medication, then he was awake all night, and then he started like keeping himself in the house, and he started losing track of time. Eventually, he goes a little bit crazy. He thinks like there's like someone's breaking into his house, and he tries to stop the person breaking into his house, or there was a zombie aspect or something to it, right? And it tells this whole story, and at the very end, it ends with like the cops come to his house and was like, "Sir, you need to calm down." But the guy's hallucinating, and he's not realized like he lost touch with reality, when the reality is like the cops are like, "Why is this guy locked himself in his house, losing his mind?" But there's some fascinating, really scary stuff in there. And then you can go on YouTube and you can find more where they kind of animate some of them. But if you like horror, man, I think creepypasta is the way to go. Let me know what you think of them, because I think you'll find some fascinating ones in there.
All right.
Do you like horror movies?
Yes, I do. For talking
What kind of horror
movies? I think some of my favorites are like, I guess, the newer Scream, or like what was it? There's one that I recently watched. I forgot what it was called. I forgot what it was called.
What's it about?
I forgot. I don't know. I watched it recently too. I don't know.
But are you bigger on like the psychological horror or like the slasher horror?
A slasher, like blood and like,
Yeah, like
that.
your Saws, your Krugers.
Yeah, that.
Have you watched any of the Saws?
I think I've watched one.
And you're digging it?
Yeah, I've honestly forgot about it, so I haven't watched.
There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, I heard.
What kind of TV movies do you like other than the horror genres? What kind of TV shows are you interested in?
This might be a boring answer, but I don't watch TV or movies that much unless it's like with my parents and stuff. Some of the TV shows that I do watch is like 911, The Rookie. What was it? Sometimes I watch The Good Doctor with my mom and Criminal Minds.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're not watching TV, what are you spending? Like, do you watch a lot of stuff on like social media and stuff?
I mean, TikTok is the thing, so I mean, I do watch that. Not as often though.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are we searching on TikTok? What kind of videos are you looking at?
Literally anything that comes up. I mean, I follow a lot of people. Like, I'm talking like 1,000 people. So like, there's a lot of different like.
Oh, your algorithm's all fucked up, man. That's funny. Let's see. Are there any movies that you like a particular movie or a franchise that you like to follow?
There's this one movie I'm sorry, I cannot think of like the names, but there's this one Netflix original that came out in like 2021 with Megan Fox, and it was like the first movie ever where I actually got like chills. It's about like this couple that goes to like a cabin in the middle of like the woods, like, and it's winter, and then the girl wakes up, and then the guy kind of like trapped her there kind of and killed himself. So like she has to try to figure out a way to escape. Yeah.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Let me see if I look it up real quick, see if we can find it. It was a Netflix movie, huh?
Yeah.
Until Death?
I think let me see. I think it's Until Death.
Till Death. Was there some snow in there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you definitely do like that kind of like horror suspense genre, which is totally cool.
Yeah.
What kind of music do you like? Because you mentioned you like to play music. You did some church. You did some music with the church. What genres of music are you enjoying?
Currently I'm listening to like rap music and R&B, so like kind of like the chill music, but also like, I don't know if this is like the word to say, like funky music, I guess.
Okay. Favorite artists?
Favorite artists right now, my favorite artist is Doechii.
I don't know Doechii.
Doechii, I don't know how to explain her. I mean, she's a rapper, she's a singer, she can do literally anything. I love her.
All right, so here's Pinky. Hello. Did you listen to the episode with Pinky and your sister?
I heard her talk about it, but no, I did not listen to it yet.
I love you guys. That's so funny. What do you think about the idea of a whimsy kid talking to another whimsy kid?
You know, I was surprised at first because that day, I think you did me, and so when I heard that, I'm like, what the? Try not to cuss that much.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? So yeah, I was surprised, but it was pretty cool to hear that. I'm gonna listen to it soon.
Would you be interested in talking to any of the other kids?
Probably.
Do you think you would get so for the most part, like, I'm pretty chill. But do you think talking to another kid, you would give slightly different answers?
Like me giving different answers?
Yeah. Like, do you think you'd be slightly more candid talking to another teenager than 41-year-old this guy?
I mean, I'm a pretty honest person, so probably not.
What do you like to do in your free time?
I like to go out places. There's not really anywhere specific. I just like going out on car rides and, looking outside my window, listening to music. I like playing on my computer. I like to color sometimes.
What do you color? You have one of those adult coloring books?
I do a lot of things, yeah. So I do have an adult coloring book. Yeah, I have an adult coloring book.
All right. Who's driving around? You just like to just drive around? Do you have friends with licenses and you kind of just rolling around, or just like mom, dad just driving around?
I don't trust most of my friends with driving because they're really clumsy. So it's mostly my dad driving.
Does he? Do you guys ever just go out and just drive just to drive?
Definitely. It's usually like towards like fall or like winter when it's like cooler. But yeah, we usually do that. Like whether it's like driving to, I don't know, the park or like I guess a nearby plaza to like walk around.
What other hobbies do you have?
Not yet currently. I don't know if this is a hobby, but volleyball.
Okay.
Is that a hobby?
Yeah, you're gonna be doing that for school?
It's not for school. I think it's like a program starting in November, like late November.
Okay. You excited to start? Have you played volleyball before?
Not in like an actual team. I guess at school, like in lunch and stuff.
Right.
But no, this is like my first like actual sport, so I'm excited to do that. Took me a while, but
very cool. How do you unwind from a hectic day?
Definitely music. I just like sit in my bed and like just be on my phone, listen to my music, text my friends, stuff that won't get me mad, that I like.
When you're unwinding, earbuds or like stereo music all the way up?
What's stereo music?
Or like if you have like a radio with like, and you just turn up, or do you always have like the earbuds in?
My earbuds are usually for like for school, like connecting, like if I'm on the go, if that makes sense. Or usually like, yeah, my earbuds are usually when I'm on the go. But no, I have a record player, so I usually like spin around some records.
Okay. How long does it take you to unwind? You're having a rough day, you have a rough weekend, you need to unwind. You sit down, you're listening to some records. How long does it take you to kind of recenter yourself?
I tend to think a lot, and if it's like a hectic day, I think of like everything that was hectic, I guess. So I mean, I guess it depends on the day. If it's like really hectic, probably like 3 hours.
Okay. So you can lose an afternoon just thinking and just decompressing.
I guess, yeah.
What's your favorite way to spend a weekend?
I think with the weekend, it's time for my family at least to like do things together because both my parents work. Me and my sister have school, so by the end of the day, we're like pretty tired to just like want to do our own thing. So for the weekend, we usually go out and like either eat somewhere, like go to the mall and like walk around and watch a movie or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably my weekend.
If you could visit anywhere in the world, where would you want to go?
Um, Actually, one of those places I was like, I'm gonna go to in December. I'm gonna go to California because I always wanted to go to California. There's a lot of things to do there.
Okay. What
Um,
part of California?
uh, Wherever Disneyland is.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are
because I'm
you
going.
going to Disneyland?
Yes.
Is it your first time going to? So yes, it would be obviously your first time to.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Very.
That's super cool. Good for
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
All right, where else do you want to go? What's next on your bucket list?
Hmm. What was it? My mom was talking about it too. If we weren't gonna go to Disneyland, we're probably gonna go somewhere like, what was it? I forgot. Oh my gosh. I think it's like Costa Rica. I don't know.
Okay. Slightly outside the country, U.S. territory, island.
Yeah.
All right. What is your dream vacation? Anywhere in the world, you can take whoever you want. Money is no issue. Where are you going?
There's a lot of things to do in Paris. And like there's Disneyland Paris. I don't know. Like obviously I'm not gonna go to Paris just for the Disneyland because there's a lot
I
of
mean, it's
things
your
to
dream
do.
vacation. You could.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Probably going to Paris and not having to worry about anything, I guess, because a main struggle that we have with going on trips is the cats. We can't take them really anywhere, so
Right.
just like figuring out like who's gonna watch them and like
I'll come over. I'll watch the cats for a week. You're in Paris.
yeah.
Who you taking with you to Paris?
Probably obviously my family, uh, and probably like four of my close friends.
Oh, yes. I didn't read the other one. Sorry, my bad. Do you have a desire to travel? Like, does the idea of travel, like, freak you out, or like, do you like being in your comfort zone, or do you have like a desire to like get out and see stuff?
It's a little bit of both. I mean, when I first started, we were going to Disneyland. Obviously, we have to go on a plane. That scared me like a lot because I'm kind of afraid of heights.
Okay.
And I've been on roller coasters before, and obviously that's pretty high. But an airplane, like, imagine getting sick on that. That's like not good. But yeah, I do want to travel, especially when I'm older. If I get like a a good job that pays good, I can take my family somewhere that they would like to go. So I guess.
Well, I wrote these questions out, and they clearly put these in the wrong order. But we'll skip it for a minute. What has been your favorite vacation so far before Disney? Because Disney's probably going to move up on the list.
Yeah, I think my trip to Phoenix, because I got to see family that I didn't like. I've never really met before, and also there's a lot of things that I did there. I mean, I guess, yeah. Also Las Vegas, because I went when I was younger, so I couldn't do like most stuff. But I mean, it's beautiful, and there's a lot of things that they have there that we don't have here. So it was nice to like experience that for the first time.
Would you consider yourself a morning person or a night owl?
Depends on the season. If it's summer, I probably stay up to like 4 in the morning.
Okay.
But I tend to wake up around like 7 on school days.
Are you a morning person?
Um, Most of the time, I wake up at 7 and be on my phone and like actually get out of bed like around 8:30.
Okay.
So I guess I would say no.
Okay. No, most people aren't. They don't like it. Like
Yeah.
nobody wants to be up. What is your dream job?
My dream job. I mean, I have 6 cats, so I really like to, take care of them as much as I possibly can. So something to do with animals. So probably like a veterinarian. I'm pretty sure that pays well too. So yeah.
Is money a factor in your dream job?
Yes, because I want to make my parents proud and give them as much as I possibly can because they're doing a lot for me and helping me in everything that I'm doing right now. So kind of want to like gift back so that they don't have to worry too much about money when they're older.
So your dream job is going to be more what helps the family unit type. So
Yeah.
you're okay. If you didn't have to, you win the lottery, mom wins the lottery tomorrow, money's no longer an issue. We could pay for, you could take care of the cats, everything's. Did your dream job change? Knowing that you have nothing, no one to take care of?
No, because right now I'm taking a class for like healthcare and stuff like that, and one of them is like being the veterinarian, and that's the thing I've always been passionate about because I want to help people. So no, wouldn't change. No.
Okay. What skills do you have that you're proud of?
What kind of skills? Like, skills. I don't know.
You do the music stuff. Are you good with a particular instrument? Are you good with your oral perception? Like, can you read music? Can you what's it called? When you can just hear sounds and hear the note and know what note, perfect pitch. Do you have any, like musically? Do you have any musical skills that you're particularly fond of?
Okay, now that makes more sense now.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty good at drums.
Okay.
I like playing drums, and I think I'm pretty good at like I guess doing more complex stuff. Let's see. I don't know if this is a skill. It might be kind of weird too. I think I'm really good at running.
I'll take it. I like it.
I was in track for most of my elementary school life, I guess. So I was always like a fast runner. Yeah.
I used to run. My sister, she got a letter in high school for running cross country. So running is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get all kinds of weird scholarships for running.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's kind of an interesting one. What subjects, current event, or causes are you passionate about? We know that you care about animals and taking care of your family. Are there any other types of issues that you're passionate about?
If the medical thing doesn't work out, I do want to like kind of be like a producer or somebody that makes music. So I guess that's something I'm more passionate about because music is like, I don't know, like these people that like produce are like pretty talented.
Mhm.
And obviously it's more than just like beats and stuff like that. Like it takes like a lot of energy and time into like making like a masterpiece, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So I guess that's something I'm passionate about.
Do you record any of your music? So when you're just jamming on the drums, do you ever record any of that stuff or record it?
No. I don't currently. I don't play drums, but because I used to play like instruments like at my church.
Mm-hmm.
So no. Obviously, there's not like a recording studio because we used to play like live music. Yeah.
Do you play any instruments at home?
We don't. I mean, my house is kind of small, so like I can't fit like a drum set or anything like that. Time to time, it's not like something again I'm like passionate about. It's like I guess a hobby. I like playing the flute.
Okay. Have you looked into how to produce music, recording it, adjusting levels, and like the tech side of music? Have you looked into any of that? Wanting to maybe consider being a producer of some kind?
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, and obviously you need you have to like research and like have that experience and stuff like that. So I think it would be pretty cool to work with like people.
I'm thinking, could you in the next month find access to a drum kit and then drum?
Wait, like okay, so if I found one, would I drum?
Like if I gave you a task for next month, could you find a drum set and drum some stuff and then record it? Like if I wanted to hear you drumming, could you have a recording for me by next month? I'm just curious.
The only drum set that I really know where to find is at my church, but we kind of got kicked out and like we left, so they probably wouldn't like accept us back.
They're not going to be like, sure, come on in for your silly podcast,
right? So probably not. I mean, I can try.
No, I was curious. I think I'm going to start tasking the 6 of you to do something. Not this month, obviously, but you have a passion for music, and I am interested, and I know most of the people that listen would be interested. But like, I would love to see. I'd like to be able to display a couple of minutes of you playing the flute, drumming. Your sister likes to draw. I'd love to have her submit, some drawings. But at some point, I am going to start trying to see if I can get some more stuff out of you guys. Push you a little bit, to search some of those passions that you guys have.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind. Okay. So if you find a drum set in the next, month, you like record that. What is an experience that significantly shaped who you are today? Is there a moment in life that transformed you?
No, I don't know. Sorry, I'm giving like these dry answers. I don't know.
That's all right. You have the list of them, so if anything changes, if you remember them, we'll bring them back next month.
All right.
Okay, so now I'm going to tweak it and say, maybe not. We'll come back to it. Who has been the most influential person in your life?
Probably my mom, because she went through a lot. And, I responded so fast. I'm sorry. I think I cut you off.
No, you're fine.
But probably my mom, because she went through a lot in her life and like her childhood and just like now too, like everything that's going on. She's a fighter, and she teaches me to like I just think more of the positive side, because I tend to be a bit negative in like anything. So I think she's like the most influential person.
Do you have any role outside of family? Do you have any role models or persons that you look up to?
Like anybody, right?
Anybody.
Um, Probably Dochi too, if because I mean she can do literally anything, and if she can rap, sing, and like all these different things, then it brings me hope that I can someday, and I probably won't be like as big as her, but it'll be something that I can be proud of.
Do you know anything about her past, her growing up, like what drove her to be the successful person that she is today?
No, all I do is listen to her music.
Yep. Do you have any fears that you've overcome or that you're currently overcoming?
I mentioned this like earlier too. The fear of heights. Also have like a really bad fear of insects that I probably will never overcome because any insect, whether they're harmless or not, scare me. They're fast. They're disgusting. Yeah. So insects and heights.
Which insect do you hate the most?
Probably cockroaches because
Absolutely.
because they're really big and whenever you step on them, like it's crunchy and it's gross.
Absolutely. Heights. Is it? Does it extend to like you don't obviously you don't like flying? Does it extend to like you go to a tall building looking over the edge of it that freaks you out too, or just knowing that you're up there freaks you out?
Yeah, like if I'm on a tall building and I look down, that's scary because yeah.
But
But
you just being there, are you okay just being up there, just knowing that you're 200 feet up? Is it the visual that freaks you out?
it would depend on like the height, like with the roller coaster too, like you're kind of high up, so, and obviously that you'll come down sooner or later, so that doesn't scare me that much, but like I guess 200 feet in the air, or like be on an airplane knowing that I'm literally like close to space, I don't know.
You're closer to space than you are to the ground.
Yeah.
What insecurities do you have, if any, and if you're willing to share?
Probably my forehead.
What's wrong with your forehead?
Huh?
What's wrong with your forehead?
There's a lot of like acne and things that I don't like showing off. Or not showing off, just like showing, I guess, in public. My mom wants me to like take like this part and like show my forehead, I guess, because my hair kind of hides it, but I don't like it.
Yeah, you're a teenager, man. That's what the teenagers do. People have acne, and then
Yeah.
and the catch-22 is you keep the hair down, and all of that hair and sweat is causing like it's a mess. Okay.
I know.
Do you like your hair, the length that it's at? Do you
This
prefer
like
longer or shorter?
this length right now kind of bugs me, especially in summertime because of the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Usually like I would go for something like this, except like kind of get the sides like trimmed or like stuff like that, and like maybe get this length shorter, like the top of my head shorter. So yeah, probably shorter.
All right. And my last question is, what childhood memory do you have that makes you smile?
Probably all the times that I've hung out with like my best friends, because I mean they kind of like shape me to who I am today, and they make me like a better person, and like I don't know, makes me smile a lot because I know that they're there and I can trust them.
Okay. Do you have anything before we go that you would like everybody to know? Something extra, maybe I didn't cover, something about you that you would like people to know?
not that interesting, so no.
You don't think so?
No.
All right. Well, you are very interesting, and I think we're gonna keep digging into you. We're gonna find all those interesting things about you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I do not.
All right. All right. So here's the one task for you for next month. Listen to your Danielle's episode from last month,
Mm-hmm.
and then listen to all of them this month because we're getting to know people. Because I'd like you to we'll touch a little bit next month, I think, on the similarities that you guys all have, and then what you guys like, what you guys don't like about each other. Well, I guess more like about each other. I mean, if you guys didn't like something about somebody, I guess you could bring it up because that's what it is. Yeah. So my task is Danielle's last month and then everybody this month. So we're gonna need 7 hours from you over the next 30 days. Can you do that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, perfect. Well, I appreciate you for coming on. And then we'll hang out again next month. But thanks for hanging out. You're the best.
Thank you.
You have a good day. Thank you.
You too.
Whimsy.